Welcome into week 7 of Intentional Lounging, breaking down the NFL, giving you guys spreads, over-unders. We're not as good about the over-unders, but you know what? We stick to what we're good at. Wyatt, did you know that you were the most accurate on the show last week?
Was I really?
You went 10. There were 15 games. 10-5.
Okay. Let's continue the heater.
A hot man over there, man. And me and Ethan both went 9-6. Very, very good day. I don't know if you guys are able to see that. I wish AI did a better job. But yes, that is Ethan as the Statue of Liberty. If you could see the beard and face. I ran it multiple times. That's the best I could get. So,
I was going to say, is that the Twin Towers in the back? But that is the new one. That's the new one.
It is. I'm thankful for that. I didn't have to correct that on the prompt. But Ethan is up in New York appealing the Brian Branch suspension. So thank you to him for that. Wyatt, how you doing today, man? How'd you do personally last week before we even get into these games?
Yeah, I'm doing well. And I'm kind of on I know I don't bet every bet that I give out on the show, but I'm kind of on a heater just on my own bets. Thank God for a couple big player props and a couple big parlays. But yeah, really hoping to continue that momentum in both college and the NFL. We will have our college show tomorrow. That'll come out on Friday. But yeah, doing really well those last 2 weeks. So hopefully we can make it 3 weeks in a row of profitable weeks.
Absolutely. I think you might have won last week also. I believe I'm the loser so far, but hard to say loser when all three of us winning records, man. And going into week 7, that's impressive to do against Vegas. Guys, also, please throw some comments in the chat, like this video, share with your friends, let them know that we're live right now. Let's talk about these games together. That way we can win some more money. Maybe we go 15-0 this week. But we need your guys' help for that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's do the number one. Let's do Brainwave to get us started for the show. It's gotta be between 1 and 10. I got it. I'm ready.
Okay.
You get 3 or 4 questions.
Okay. Give me a NFL team's performance last week.
Jets.
They did get my cover. Still yet to win a game, though. Okay. So that's going to be below 5, I would guess. Give me a... Okay. Give me a dinner meal.
A dinner meal? You're in good shape, Wyatt. Give me unseasoned chicken and unseasoned broccoli and white rice. No seasoning or nothing on any of it.
Besides the broccoli, I mean, that's my meal 5 times a week.
I thought that one would be close to home for you.
Yeah. No salt, no pepper. Yeah.
No.
I mean, yeah, I'm salivating. Okay. So it's going to be pretty low here. Give me a, Okay. Give me a... Okay, I gotta go like really bad. Make sure it's not bad. Give me... God damn it. Let's go with... Let's go with a type of pet. Animal
pet?
Or... Yeah, are they all animals? Or amphibians or lizards or type of pet.
That might be too high. Let's go with I would say a sugar glider.
Okay.
They're sugar
cute.
Glider.
They're cute. It could have been a tarantula. Okay. So I'm going to go with one more question. I'm going to guess it. And I think it's going to be a 2 or a 3. So how can I get a decipher 2 or 3? Let's go with God. What's a 2 or a 3? Give me a like a weather day, like sunny and 80 or -40 and blizzard.
$54 and it's raining.
Ooh, it's not ideal, but it could be snowing. All right, I'm gonna go. It's either a 2 or a 3 is my guess. I'm gonna go with a 3.
It was 2. You're so close. You're so close. I really hate rain. That's a
Okay.
mean thing. Rain's worse than snow for me.
Okay.
I don't want to be wet.
Okay.
I fucking hate that.
Yeah, wet and 50. I mean, you're
At 54, you're not wearing a coat, so like you're just getting wet. Like if I had a coat on, it's raining in wintertime, I'm still at least dry in my coat.
That's true. That's true. God. Okay. I told you 2 or 3, so I was close.
Dude, you're always right on it. Like, it really impresses me how good you are at this. But yeah, our brains are going. Obviously, we're on the same page to start the show, so let's talk about this Thursday night, man. Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers head to Cincinnati to face Bengals. Bengals are 5.5-point home dogs. Over-under set at 44.5. Man, has there ever been a quarterback matchup where the median age has been higher? I don't think so. I mean, I think you're going to be hard-pressed to find one. Flacco and the Bengals, you called it last week, Wyatt. It was the squad ride of the week, Bengals plus 14. Never sweated it. Never sweated it for a second. Pittsburgh looked decent. A lot of hype right now. Dan Orlovsky kind of glazing the Steelers on the Pat McAfee show. Which way are you leaning here? I can see it being either way, and I wouldn't fault you too much for it, Wyatt.
Yeah, I mean, we got the Steelers, like you said, kind of on a heater right now, 4-1 on the year. They've won 3 straight games. We have the Bengals, who are the opposite of a heater, on an absolute stinker of a streak, losing 4 straight games after winning 2 to start their season. I know for whatever reason, I was kind of high on Pittsburgh preseason, and I know their record looks good. I know their chances of making playoffs are looking better now with a really bad conference, and they're top in their conference there too. But I'm just not sold on them, and I'm going to take another shot on Cincy. So I just think it's a little too many points, and I think Cincy is 100% in play to win this game outright. So I'll take Cincy at the plus 4.5, plus 5.5, wherever they're sitting, and I think it's worth a sprinkle on Cincinnati on the money line.
Wyatt, Ethan's on Cincy, and I'm on Cincy.
Okay.
Make it a round of Cincy again. I agree with you. I think that at plus 220, that's a little appetizing because I think, Jamar Chase might be able to win this on spite and hatred alone for a team that's probably going to win the division. At this point, Ravens looking terrible. Bengals, their season's over. Browns was over before it started. So, there's a chance here for the Bengals to really do something. Bengals at home. And then the 5.5, like you said, I think it's too much. I could see the Bengals either winning it or losing by 3. I don't see this being a huge blowout by Pittsburgh. Once again, the Steelers look good this year, but we got to remember this is Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers offense that has struggled historically in the past. Now they're looking better, and their defense is looking a lot worse. So I wouldn't put too much stock into Pittsburgh right now, but I absolutely love it. I'm glad we're all on the same page here getting started off for Cincinnati, man.
Great start.
Well, let's talk about the next one. The Rams head to Jacksonville. I mean, this is the most home game that a game can be without it being a home game, right? Jacksonville in London. Jags 3-point home favorite or home dogs at 3 points. Over-under set at 44.5. Wyatt, me and Ethan are split here, man. Ethan, that's been leading so far. He's 54-39. He's having a great season. He is on Jacksonville. I'm on LA here. We all called the Seattle upset of Jacksonville last week. Seemed too obvious. Comes down to it. We're absolutely right. They win by 8. So here in this game, man, I know the Rams are without Puka. I wonder, and Puka still might play, I believe. That there's a chance. I think even like if Puka doesn't play in this game, I like the Rams minus the 3. I feel like that's too short. Everybody discounts the Rams defense. And I think, you know what? Jacksonville got smacked around coming off a big Chiefs win. I think it might be 2 in a row here. What do you think?
Yeah, I am unfortunately going to have to side with Ethan on this one.
Jags.
I'm taking the Jags at the +3. I think the Jags are going to be back and forth on some nice wins and then emotional losses, some nice wins, emotional losses. So, yeah, we were all in Seattle last week after a big win for Jacksonville against the Chiefs. Seattle pretty much won, no sweat in that game. Now the Jags Seattle won that last week. Now the Jags, like you said, back in their second stadium over there in London. I just think they're more used to the travel. I like them to cover. We have the Rams, who have 2 losses to San Fran, which is fine, but is San Fran really that good? Then they lose to the Eagles, which is fine. I'm still not high on the Eagles, and I think the Jacksonville Jags are kind of right in that kind of quality of opponent that San Fran. And I know this might be a hot topic, and Philly is. I just don't think Philly's fantastic. So I think this is definitely a game the Rams could lose. But I think it's going to be another pretty low-scoring, ugly game.
Really?
And I think you can get away with Jacksonville maybe, losing by 3 or less, maybe get the push. The Rams win by 3. But, yeah, I think it's going to be like 2017, maybe even lower than that. Rams win where Jacksonville pushes or covers at 3.
I hate betting the Jacksonville game. I hate betting the London games, so probably a good idea to listen to these guys on those. Next game, we have the Saints versus, I don't think they've won the Super Bowl yet, have they? The Chicago Bears? The 2025 Super Bowl?
Last week, yeah.
You're right. Okay, yeah, they're another week closer. So Saints versus the eventual Super Bowl champion Chicago Bears. Bears 4.5. I thought I had, so this line is moved. I had them at 5.5 when I was doing my research earlier. So Bears 4.5 point favorites. Over/under set out 47.5. Now this line's moving. Is that because me and Ethan both took the Saints? And is that the sharp side? Is that where you're at, Wyatt?
I am on the Saints. So
okay.
I think the line is listening to us. So I think that's a good strategy and just testament to our sharp ability over here. But yeah, I like New Orleans. Honestly, just fading the Bears off that emotional win against Commanders, where they got revenge against that Hail Mary play last year. And Saints aren't great, but they've been playing teams tight, and I like them to keep this one close. And the 4.5 is a tricky line. So, and the line's moving down, like you said, in the Saints' favor. So yeah, I think the Saints is the right play here.
Yeah. I loved it a lot more at 5.5. I'll be honest with you there, man.
Yeah.
But a quick thought on the Monday night game. The Bears were dropping passes, man. Like, I wouldn't put that how close it was and how bad they looked on Caleb Williams in that game. And I think small stuff like that, that's going to be a big problem in a game like this. Could we see a Saints outright win? Because I think that there's a possibility.
I think a lot of dogs are live this week and definitely a possibility. Now they got Taysom Hill back. I mean, that's a guy I'm going to have to probably scoop up off of waivers and throw him in out of flex at this point. But, yeah, they're definitely live to win this game outright. The Saints are.
Man, I love it. Let's keep it moving on. Miami heads to Cleveland to face Browns. Browns are 2.5 point home favorites. Over/under set at 40.5. Ethan, Wyatt, what are you thinking here, dude?
Yeah, I'll keep this one short. I probably won't be betting this game. It's kind of crazy. The Browns are the favorite here. I know Miami's absolutely god-awful, and we could see a coaching exit after this weekend. But I'm just going to trust the line and trust the crappy Browns. This may be puke in the mouth, but it's not going to be, which is crazy to say. But, yeah, I'm going to take a shot on Dylan Gabriel, who's just so bad. But I'm just doing anything I can to not back the Dolphins. And the Dolphins have, they easily could be much better than 1-5. They lose to the Chargers last week by 2. They lose to Carolina by 3. They lose to the Patriots by 6. I mean, the Browns aren't even coming close in half these games. So I don't know why the Browns are 2.5 point favorites. I'm going to trust the fishy line and unfortunately take Cleveland in this game.
It's another better and green line because me and Ethan are both on the Browns with you, Wyatt. And I agree, man. If you had to pick the strongest unit, I would say Browns defense.
Yep.
That with any of these guys, Miami, I felt like they maybe should have won that Chargers game because it took the Chargers having to drive the field, get a field goal late to win that. You got Achane and you got Waddle, which is nice, but when you have very few options, really easy to bottom up, and with the defenders that the Browns have, it just seems like, and the Browns are at home too, and they're coming off that just coming back from overseas loss to Pittsburgh that you and I called.
Yep.
So now it's like looking at this is a good bounce back game after they lost to Pittsburgh,
and they got
I'm
murdered.
taking Miami. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Who's gonna take them? Now Njoku's injured. Yeah, I like the Browns a lot here. And it's interesting. Miami Dolphins money line plus 114.
Yeah,
I feel so trappy.
I know both teams are so bad, but I mean Miami, even without Tyreek, I still think has a definite edge offensively. And 2.5. I mean, I like it.
Let's talk. Oh my God, this next game. There's some nasty ones this week, Wyatt.
Yeah.
I guess we're talking about Eagles versus the Vikings, man. Vikings 1.5 point home dogs. Over/under set at 43.5. This game is dependent on if JJ McCarthy plays or not. Do you have any knowledge of if he is, or it's going to be Wentz again?
I saw he's back at practice, but it looks like Wentz, as of this moment, and again, we record on Wednesdays, as of this moment, it looks like Wentz is still going to get the start. But that's just from my very basic ESPN and Twitter news there. But yeah, I'm not sold on the Eagles. I could definitely see them losing 3 straight. I know the line is a little fishy. Eagles are just a minus 1.5 point favorite. But I think that's a testament to them losing 2 weeks in a row and losing bad to the Giants, tight one to Denver, whatever. But yeah, I have this one starred as one of my favorite games, and the more I'm talking about it, I just don't like it. But I do lean the Vikings, and I'm not in love with that. But I'm going to lean the Vikings. I'm going to get rid of the star because the more I'm thinking about it, I don't like this game anymore. But yeah, I'll lean Minnesota. I could definitely see Eagles losing 3 straight, and then little hot water there for Sirianni. But yeah, don't like this game as much as I did before the show.
Ethan said that he would be on Minnesota if Wentz was starting, and like we're just gonna be going underneath that. That's the idea. So we're gonna give Ethan the Vikings, and then for me, I'm trying to build it up, but I'm also on the Vikings. I think you guys are right here. Like, that was great what you said. They can't lose 3 in a row, right? They're only minus 1.5. The Vikings are terrible. They don't even have their starting quarterback. They're playing their backup. If anybody in the league, if I'm betting based on wants to beat the Eagles, it's going to be Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz. Patrick Mahomes will put him at 2 after the Super Bowl. So, I mean, I can see why you start this one. It's a really nasty one to bet, and we talk about those all the time. You're not going to feel good about it, about putting money on it. But then once it pays out at the end, you're like, it made sense. So I can see why you like this one, and I can also see why you're hesitant and staying away.
Yeah.
Next up, guys, Patriots versus Titans. Titans 7-point home dogs, over under set at 42.5. Bro. We've been talking about some dogs. Ain't no way the Titans are beating the Patriots. I don't know if the Titans win another game this year there. So, as their quarterback said, ass. So, I am on the Patriots, but Ethan is on the Titans.
Yeah, another game I probably won't be getting involved betting, but I'm going to lead the Titans as well to +7. Maybe they keep it close, but I could definitely see the Patriots winning by 20 points here. So I'll keep this short. I'm on the Titans. I think I'm going to go with the side that they can keep this game to 1 score. That's asking a lot, but I think the Patriots will look great for 2-3 consecutive weeks here. I think we're going to get a little regression here, and maybe the Titans catch them off guard. But that might be asking a lot from a terrible, terrible Tennessee team. I definitely agree. I can definitely see them going 1-16. But 7 points, I'm going to take a shot that they keep it within 1 score. Don't love it, probably won't bet it.
We all have our, I don't know if it's called shtick, but we all have our thing around here. A little something special about us. Wyatt, you're the headline man.
Headline man, oh boy.
Vrabel dances his way to blowout win in Tennessee.
Oh, you're right. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I like Tennessee more now.
Okay, if you do Ricky this week, please do it for me. Please do it for me.
That's it. Yeah,
He's writing it down.
Yep, that's great. See, this is great brainstorming over here.
I'm telling you, man. Content moguls. Let's talk about this game, man. Las Vegas Raiders versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Over-under set at 11.5. This game has moved. A point in the Raiders' favor, 11.5. Over-under set at 45.5. Wyatt, where are you sitting here?
Yeah, again keeping this one short. I don't think I want to get involved getting in front of Kansas City right now, but I'm just going to play the line of Kansas City off an emotional win, and I'm going to ride with that one. Raiders have nothing to lose. These two teams, what better than most, hate each other, and this could be a game that the Raiders get up on, and maybe they catch Kansas City a little off guard. But I don't know. Did the Raiders beat them last year?
2 years ago.
2 years ago. Okay, so 1 year or 2 years, one full season removed from that. Yeah, I think it's a little too many points. I was all over the Chiefs last week as my fair play was pretty much no sweat from the get-go. And, yeah, I just don't love them as much here. I do think the Chiefs win. They probably win by a touchdown, but 11.5, 12.5, it might be getting a little too high for me. So I probably won't get involved in the betting, but I think Raiders can keep it within the spread here.
You know what? I 100% agree. They won at Arrowhead, pissed us off. We beat the tar out of them last year. The emotions got knocked off. Now we're pissed at the Eagles or whatever team we want to be pissed at right now. But this line's moved. I'm going to tell you this right now, Wyatt. Chiefs win by 10. Watch this go down another point, and this is 10.5. And the Raiders will still cover even though they lose by 10.
Yeah.
I mean, doesn't that seem like it could be like super? Yeah. Well, once we're looking at the final score, we're like, oh, this was always going to be.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good enough to me.
Yeah. So I'm on Vegas, and so is Ethan. So another round of Vegas there. We got one more game before half. This is the Carolina Panthers head to the New York Jets. Jets are 1.5 point home dogs. Over under set at 42.5. Wyatt, what do you think, man?
Yeah, a lot of ugly games this week, and I know the Panthers have won a couple, but this is going to be our puke in the mouth game of the week.
Guessing I'm gonna vomit.
I knew it. I knew it as soon as I saw it.
Yeah, it's not as ugly now since Carolina's won 2 consecutive games, and the Jets are 0-6 and ass, but it's still pretty damn ugly when you think about these teams historically. And I'm going to get even uglier, and I'm going to take the Jets outright on the money line here.
Okay.
Again, Panthers getting some steam. My cats, my cardiac cats, my Panthers beat the Cowboys, beat the Dolphins, beat the Falcons 4 weeks ago, and I don't know. The Jets are bad, but I think the Jets get their first win of the year and knock off Carolina, who's finally got some momentum. I think the momentum stops, and the Jets get the win here.
Man, this is the hardest game for me because I want to go Carolina here. I really do. I mean, the Jets, I feel like I'm on the Jets all the time, and they just let me down constantly. You guys were right. I mean, even when I'm not on the Jets, they let me down. You guys were right on the Jets versus the Broncos last week. I was like, I'm going to take the Broncos because the Jets can't do shite. And then they didn't, but they still did enough to cover. They won by, I think, 2 points, 13-11. Really weird score there, getting the Bo Nix safety, I believe. Man, I don't know. I really don't know about this one. I initially had Carolina. Ethan has the Jets too, but I keep thinking that also. I even looked at the schedule. I was like, the Jets don't go without a win this year, so they're going to have to pick some up. They still play the Saints, so I was like, well, there could be one. They play a couple other like mid teams, so I'm like, they could get a few more wins in there. But I think you're right. At some point, like, Carolina's looked good. They looked good last week, coming off a win against Dallas and that high-flying offense. I'm not ready to crown Bryce Young, so maybe Sauce picks him off a couple times. We see a little bit of hype for the Jets at home. Panthers, I don't know. I had Panthers. I'm switching to Jets with you guys.
Okay. Join the party.
Oh God, I don't want to be part of this party, but I am.
I did say the Jets are going to be the worst team in the league. I did say they are.
You did
100 or definitely alive to go undefeated this year, and great start for 0-6.
You can't do better. You literally can't.
One can
do better.
say you physically could not do better. Yes.
Why you're on the Steelers too? You were kind of fire, bro.
Besides the Cardinals, I mean, it wasn't bad. Unfortunately, I didn't bet any of them, but yeah.
Bro. Well, this is the middle of the show. We talked about half the games. Let's go to halftime, man. Well, I forgot to turn back on the middle transition, but we're past that now. Guys, we're talking about the Detroit Lions defense. I need to specify Detroit Lions defense. And that's like John Cena and the Marine. So this is just the Marines.
Okay.
So what do the Marines and the Detroit Lions defense have in common?
Well, the Lions defense is Swiss cheese, but that doesn't help because I think Marines aren't. Zero. What's the word? Not a whole lot of I don't know, obedience or whatever from the Lions. They don't listen well to what they're. Maybe there's just a bad DC, but they do like getting in fights. And I know the Marines are notorious for getting in trouble with the law when they're back home here. So, and I would say crazy too, but the Lions defense didn't really show much craziness. So, is it something with fights and undisciplined? Well, the Marines are I don't know. I don't know. Fights, punching. Dude, I don't know.
If it's ever close, I give it to you guys. And this one's just simply, it's just a branch I don't want to mess with.
Okay. Yeah, there we go.
I mean, fair. Right?
Yeah.
I don't want any problems, bro. I'm cool. We're cool. We're good.
That's good.
A branch I don't want to mess with. All right, the next one, we have the WNBA Finals. And any of you sharp-eyed people, you'll realize I took a picture from last year's NBA Finals. I didn't catch that, but I didn't think anybody else would. But I thought it's hilarious to bring up anyways. And then the Raiders versus the Titans.
Things no one watch.
Things nobody watch.
Let's go.
Dude, you are locked in today, bro.
Dude, I was... Thank God. Well, not thank God, but if it wasn't for Twitter, I would not have even known there was even playoffs, let alone the finals going on in the WNBA.
No, bro. Not
Congratulations.
a chance.
Who won? The Aces? The Aces won?
I think they swept.
Yeah, they swept. Oh, okay.
Oh, Ethan's in the chat now. He said things nobody watched. He got it, too. Ethan, welcome in, buddy. Thank you for getting our chat started. All right. God. Hey, Baltimore Ravens versus Washington Capitals. This is the hard one.
Yeah. Has-beens.
This one's very specific.
Yeah.
Ethan, you're good at this, too.
I don't know a lot about my Caps at the moment. They have Ovechkin, who's way past his prime. I don't know. I need the Ravens to keep losing, so John Harbaugh goes to Michigan. God, I don't know. The Capitals ass. I think they're always like a borderline wild card team. Teams that will make the playoffs, maybe don't deserve it. Swept in the playoffs.
Ethan, he's live from Times Square right now.
Wow.
Getting streamed in Times Square. What up?
Sure, you're seeing a lot of ethnicity from one continent over there.
Don't eat the street food up there, Ethan. It'll fuck your guts up.
I have no idea. I'm stumped.
He says grade 8.
Oh.
Guys, I'd said this one's specific. This is the hard one. This might be the hardest one I've done yet. It scored 3 points in their last game.
Oh. That's good. Yeah, I haven't been watching Caps much, but yeah, Caps do have a defense, unlike Baltimore.
Right. Yeah, they won with scoring those 3 points.
Okay.
Unlike Baltimore. All right, guys. Let's get back to these games. Yeah, I like those this week. I thought those were a good bunch.
Those were good.
Let's talk about the Colts facing the Chargers. Chargers are 1.5-point home favorites. Over-under sit at 48.5. What do you think about this, dude? Me and Ethan are split, by the way, on this one.
Yeah, I locked in Chargers as my survivor, so I'm going to go with Chargers here. I'm still not bought on the Colts. I don't know. They're 5-1 right now. They beat Denver. They beat Tennessee. They beat the Raiders. They beat the Cardinals. Who they beat week 1? Beat the Dolphins week 1. I mean, congratulations. You played absolutely no one. Got lost to the Rams. I don't know. I think the Chargers are a better team. Chargers at home. I'm going to go with Chargers here. And it's kind of one of my favorite bets of the week. Like I said, I did lock it in as my survivor, so I better be taking the Chargers here. But I'm feeling pretty confident in LA to get it done here. I might even start Vidal or whatever his name is, Vidal.
Oh, Kamani Vidal, dude?
Chargers running back there. I took Haskins to score last week, and that was a huge mistake. I don't even know if he touched the ball. But, yeah, Chargers, I hate how much I love it.
Dude, shout out Kamani Vidal, man. I was so high on that guy last year. Turns out I was just a year or 2 injuries early. Ethan, the head honcho, is with you on the Chargers here. I took the Colts thinking it was like a sharp side here, thinking that everybody's going to say the same thing, that the Chargers are the better team, and everybody's just kind of waiting on the Colts to fall off, right? And I mean, I'm with you guys. I don't think the Colts are legit either, but against the Chargers team that just almost lost to the Dolphins, I don't think the Chargers are as good as we think they are, but I think we still have that feeling when they beat the Chiefs. And like they started off so good, you know. I don't know. I'm going with the Colts just to be different here. Do you have the money split on this one, Wyatt?
I do not have it pulled up. I can check real quick.
Ethan says, I'm with Wyatt, one of my favorite bets of the week. Also Thursday Night Football, but love the Bengals. Yeah, we're all on the Bengals for that one with you, Ethan.
Bengals money line.
Mm-hmm.
Chargers, Colts. Ooh, I do see some money coming in on Colts spread, but money coming in on Chargers money line. So that doesn't really help much. But when it's a 1.5-point spread. But yeah, definitely money on Chargers money line. But I am seeing 70% of the bets, 79% of the money on Colts spread. That doesn't help much. But,
damn.
Yeah,
the public side is on the Colts.
a little bit.
See, that's what surprises me, man. Some of these, they just don't make any sense to me.
Yeah. Maybe people are taking that really bad win for the Chargers last week against the Dolphins as, I don't know, fuel. I don't know. It's ugly.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to stick with once again, I don't have any feelings for either of these teams, but something's just weird about the Colts. Usually I say that, and then you guys end up with the wins, and I don't give myself a tally for that week, but I'll stick with it and take the loss like a man. You guys already got me flipping over to the Jets. I can't flip everything. All right. The Giants head to Denver to face Broncos. Broncos 7-point home favorites. Over-under set at 39.5. We got Bo Dix versus a guy that just ate Tylenol straight out of his mom's tit as a baby in Cam Scatabo. What do you think here, Wyatt?
Yeah, just playing off the emotional win. Giants blew out the Eagles. I know there's a crazy stat out there. I forget what it is. Something terrible for Bo Nix when they're a 7-point or more favorite. He's like ass. But, yeah, just playing off the emotional win for the Giants. I'm going to take the Broncos on the spread here. And that's basically my only reasoning. Not one of my favorite plays, but I'm like 50-50 if I'm going to bet Broncos spread. And I'm liking it because of like I said, the emotional hangover loss or hangover win that I'm expecting the Giants to be on. So yeah, Broncos 60-40, I'll bet it.
Yeah, Ethan's with you on this one. He is also on the Broncos. For me, it's like the Giants they have been so bad. It's like every win's an emotional win for them. I know that it's a big win over the Eagles, but I mean, these guys are just kind of out there balling right now. So if I get the whole touchdown against the Broncos, and the thing too is the Broncos have looked way more beatable than I expected them to. They have not looked as good as I thought they'd be this season. So if I'm getting a touchdown, I think they can keep it close. I don't think the Giants are going to win this, but I could see. My prediction would be Broncos by 3.
Yeah, I can see it.
We'll see. I mean, dude, have you seen this Cam Scatabo memes going around right now?
Dude, I drafted him in fantasy. He had 2 terrible weeks, and I dropped him.
No.
I'm kicking myself. Absolutely kicking myself.
Well, bro, let's talk about Bill. Hopefully one of the guys, some of you guys drafted, JCM for the Commanders versus the Cowboys. Cowboys 2.5-point home dogs. Over-under set at 54.5. Me and Ethan are split on this one again. I think that I like the Cowboys coming off a loss to the Panthers. Who's going to want to take the Cowboys? That defense just looks absolutely abysmal. Washington coming off a loss to the Bears. They can't lose again, right? I don't know. Something's telling me to take the Cowboys here. And I know that the Commanders are the better team, but I think Dallas wins this game. What do you think, Wyatt?
Yeah. God, I'm on Washington, and I hate it. Yeah, two teams off of losses, so you can't play the emotional loss card. But they're awful bad losses. Cowboys at home as the dog still seems a little fishy to me. It seems like people are going to be jumping on the boys, and I don't know. I'm going to take the Commanders. I don't think the Commanders are good. I want to fade the Commanders at all costs, but I think the Commanders is the play here, so that's what I'm on.
Gotcha. Ethan lost by 1 passing yard this week, 0.04 points. That's pain.
That is terrible.
You got to see if you had any quarterback kneel downs, because that is that might be the worst way to lose.
Yeah.
Losing that 0.1 point per kneel down. Oh, my God. Yeah, well, let's move on then. Let's talk about Green Bay at Arizona. Arizona 6.5-point home dogs. Over-under set at 44.5. Oh, dude. Looks like okay, there you go. I was like getting my games backwards on the graphic verse up here. Okay, Packers, Cardinals. We are split on this again. I hope that you're on my side for this one. Why? I'm starting to not feel so good. What side are you on here?
It's probably my least favorite game. I'm on the Packers. I'm on the Packers on the spread. The 6.5 I don't love because I think it might be a little obvious to take the team under a touchdown against a team that has 4 straight losses, 2 of those being at home to the Titans and the Seahawks. So I don't know. I'm on Green Bay. Don't love it. Probably my least favorite game we're talking about here, but I don't know. I think the Packers can go on a roll, back on a roll. They're coming off 2 straight wins. I think they start getting back into talks as the top team in the league after hopefully a pretty big win against Arizona.
Yeah, I'm with you. So thank God I got you on the same page as me. Yeah, I'm on Green Bay here also. I mean, Green Bay hasn't been covering these spreads, right? They've probably been burning people over and over and over again. They lost outright to the Browns. Bengals kept it close in a game. Was that like a primetime game at home for the Packers?
I don't remember.
I can't remember. That's just last week.
So.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Well, either way, it doesn't matter. It's Packers versus Bengals.
Yeah.
We all knew that the Bengals were covering, so I think they've been biting people. And that 6.5, it's another number you don't really want to take. But man, the Cardinals have just after that Titans loss, it is going to be really hard to back the Cardinals again this year. Not because they lost to the Titans, which, I mean, that's damning in of itself, but how they lost, horrible. Absolutely horrible. So, yeah, I'm with you on Green Bay here. Ethan is on Arizona. He is putting his meat on the table and taking a chance. All right, man. This right here, I feel like is a super tricky game. Because we got the Falcons at San Fran. San Fran is 2.5-point home favorites. Over-under set at 47.5. Falcons coming off a primetime. Can I say blowout? Is that fair?
That's
they won
fair.
by 10. Blowout of the Bills. And San Fran, like the life force sucking machine of McCaffrey taking Fred Warner now. I don't know. Once again, this is one of those that, okay, San Fran's the favorite in this game, and I really don't think they should be. But me and Ethan are both on the Falcons. We think they look too good. Bijan's just been killing teams. San Fran's defense has been terrible. Yeah, I have to take the Falcons plus the points. It's one of those that's so fishy it almost pushes me off, but I don't see how San Fran stays in this, bro.
Yeah, I mean, this might be the fishiest game of the week, and I got to take the ugly, disgusting side. So I'm on San Fran, probably one of my favorite money lines of the week. San Fran now without Fred Warner, like you just mentioned. They have everyone else is hurt or injured besides Christian, which is crazy, which means Christian's probably going to go out this game. But, yeah, I mean, Falcons beat Buffalo, beat Washington. San Fran just loses to Tampa. They're favored now. I just don't get why. I think the wrong team's favorite, like you said, and I think Atlanta should be the favorite, even though they're traveling. But yeah, I'm gonna take San Fran. I think it's the sharper side, and yeah, I'm probably gonna be betting this one. San Fran on the money line here.
It's 1,000% the sharper side because I can't see a penguin betting on the 49ers in this game. Like, this is such an ugly game, which is why I think you absolutely might be on the right side there. That's crazy. I wonder what Penix is going to do to fuck it up for him.
Yeah.
We got another Monday night doubleheader. God, are we doing all doubleheaders this year, it feels like?
I guess so.
I'm not a fan of the doubleheaders, but
yeah.
Let's move on. This ain't about me. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers head to Detroit to face the Lions. Lions 5.5-point home favorites. Over/under set at 52.5. Fun fact: Baker Mayfield's throwing to my cousin because everybody else is out. My cousin's 4'6", 300 pounds, but he's the only one that was left in Tampa, bro. There's nobody else to throw to. Actually, but, fun fact, though, that I did learn on the live yesterday that Bobby told me. Did you know Tez Johnson and Bo Nix are like brothers? They're brothers?
Wait, the Bo's family adopt him or something?
Yeah.
Huh.
He's their football coach. So they adopted him. I'm like, Tez Johnson and Bo Nix? He's like, I swear to God, bro, look it up. And he was right. So just throwing that little fun fact out there. What do you think for this game, man? I mean, I personally don't think Brandt should have been suspended. That's just me. I think, whatever. This is football. Let men be men, man. Back in the days, back when the good old boys could be boys. So I don't know. What side are you on here? Me and Ethan are split again.
Yeah, I wish Tampa didn't have all the injuries because that's maybe making Detroit look a little too obvious. But Detroit, really ugly game, really bad loss against Kansas City. They look like ass. And I don't know. I'm going to take Detroit. Like I said, I wish there weren't so many injuries from Tampa because it's looking more and more obvious to take Detroit here. But yeah, I'll take the Lions on a big spread. Just hoping Tampa finally, they still look good, even with third, fourth, fifth string wide receivers. And I don't know if that's Baker. I don't know if that's their O-line. I don't know. Baker is a hell of a player to watch at the moment. But yeah, I'm going to go Detroit. Detroit does have historical problems with these freaking Bucks. But I'm going to have Detroit to win and cover that ugly 5.5-point spread. 5.5.
Yeah. Ethan's on the Lions with you. I think I'm on the Bucks for the same reason you're on the Niners. Just because it's so gross. Like I was saying before, who's he throwing to? It doesn't matter. These dudes are catching the ball. They're balling out. And it's really nasty. At Ford Field, too, I could see this being a 42-17 game, and it's never even close. Lions win. But I think getting the points with Tampa Bay, like if everybody was healthy for both teams, everybody had all their players, what do we think? 3.5-point spread?
Yeah, or 2.5, something like that.
Yeah, somewhere right around there. So giving me the 5.5, I think I'll just take the points. Just pussy out that way. Not talking money line. Just give me the points.
Yeah.
Maybe even like Ethan, do the tease it up?
Yeah. You could. But I could also see Lions 42-17 or whatever. Like you
Yeah,
said.
actually, no, you're right. Don't tease it up. Don't do that. Don't listen to me. Let's talk about the last game, man. Houston Texans are back. How about that? They face the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks are 3-point home favorites. Over-under set at 41.5. They did good for us against Jacksonville last week, man. Are we going back to them?
I don't like this game either. I took a shot on Houston at the +3. I'm just going to bank on Seattle being not as good as what their record is. I know they had a good win against Jacksonville. Probably should have won against Tampa. I've been on Seattle quite a bit this year, and it's actually been pretty profitable. But I'm going to take a shot on Houston at the +3. I know they played the Ravens after a bye, so 2 weeks ago, won 44-10, but it's not Sam Muncher playing. I think Cooper Rush was a quarterback, so not a whole lot of congratulations given there. But and then 26-0 against the Titans. I think their defense is going to step up. I think someone said they have the best defense in the league, or no, that's the Falcons. Never mind.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I'm gonna take a shot on the Texans. I hate it, but I think they can cover the 3 points.
Me and Ethan are both on Seattle. We're rolling with them again. Which once again, me and Ethan were both very low on Seattle. Unfortunately, due to my analysis, I don't understand, man, how Seattle's making these dead nuts quarterbacks look decent. Geno looked decent. Not Stafford. Darnold looks decent, but the offensive line's not very good. I don't usually give him, the head coach up in Seattle, much credit. What's his name? I can't even think of his name right now. You get on camera and you blank.
McDonald?
Yeah. McDonald. So I don't give him a lot of credit. I think maybe I need to start doing that because they're looking pretty good up there. So we're on Seattle for this one. Houston, if we might need to start betting them and backing them again if they win this game. Because the defense was never a problem. The offense just couldn't do anything. Probably because CJ Stroud couldn't read the manual, but maybe he's a new tutor reading to him now. Anything else you want to hit on? Why?
No, I mean, the more we're talking about it, looks like I'm going to have a couple open bets out there. So, as always, I try to post it on Twitter. I know Ethan does as well. So if you want to play us, you can check it out on Twitter. Our usernames are below our icons here. But, a couple ugly games, a couple ugly bets, but sometimes that's a winning strategy.
Absolutely it is. We got to do something for Niners Atlanta. We haven't done one yet this year, but I feel like, it's so nasty. I would be happy to do something crazy if you win.
I love San Fran, so I'm down.
Post it on socials. Post what it's going to be on socials. So we can discuss it later and then, okay. Yeah, so we're not just eating up your guys' time. Me and Wyatt will discuss it. We'll figure something out. Make sure you're following us everywhere, man. Better Green on most socials. Just Better, BETTOR Green. And then Better and Green on YouTube. Make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't. Ethan, I hope you're still here, man. I hope you're still here in the comments because, I think I'm ready to move on to the last part of you, Wyatt.
Let's do it.
We're moving on to Mount Rushmore. I don't know if you guys were here 3 weeks ago when Wyatt was gone and me and Ethan, we had to do our own, our Madden ratings. So usually when somebody's gone, we'll do something a little different. Not as fun to do the Mount Rushmore when not all of us are here to participate. So there's a little something special coming up. And you know what? One of us has to be super involved in it. And two of us that are here on your screen right now don't. So we're talking about Ethan getting married. We got some lines out for you guys. We got some bets out, some prop bets for Ethan's wedding day. I came up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we do 4 each, hopefully we don't overlap too much and knock one of those off. But Wyatt, I'll let you go first, man. What's your first prop bet for Mr. Ethan's wedding day?
Yeah, I'm going to go a pretty generic one here, but we're going to go best man speech over under 299.5 seconds. That is 5 minutes if you guys can't do the math.
Ooh.
But it's always a good little bet that I know me and some friends do as side bets at each other's weddings. But yeah, best man speech over under 5 minutes.
What's the sharp side there? I feel like with guys who might be a little shorter, I feel like I want to go the under.
Oh, it's going to be Aaron, who he's a lawyer.
Oh, shoot. He's a lawyer and he's a lifetime.
Known to talk, so that might be a little bit of the public side. I don't know, but he's also, I can definitely see him as a little quieter guy too. So I don't know. I think public split.
It might be a 50-50 bet. Ethan, Aaron, if either of you guys are in right now, we need some some thoughts on these. Hopefully Ethan's not watching right now, so we can react to this next week. How about maid of honor cries during the speech at 0.5? So yes or no? I mean, we always have the crying prop in the Super Bowl, right? Maid of honor cries. That is juiced, though. I mean, like a lot of these are minus 110s. That one's got to be what, minus 800?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know her friends that well, but it's a female body, so probably.
That might have been the worst way to word that. All right, mate. What is let's just go back and forth. We don't need to do snake.
I'm gonna go back to the crying. Ethan shed over 1.5 tears. So this is tears coming from both eyes when she walks down the aisle.
Oh, that's just walking down the aisle.
Yep. Well, what else would he cry, Cries when he sees me.
When they're giving vows. When he sees you. I might take the under on that one. I don't know. What were you? Like for your wedding, were you?
No,
I didn't feel it at all, man. They tried to do it for the pictures. I couldn't muster up a single one.
No, I was just trying to get me to the dance floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love you. This ain't it. When I had my first kid, though, cried like for 2 hours. Yeah. So it happens. Let's go. I'm going to take this one because I want this one. The initial kiss. The initial one before the lips separate. So, like, you do 3 quick pecks. Mwah, mwah, mwah. That does the whole sequence does not count. It's the second your lips stop touching over under 2.5 seconds. Do they hold for pictures? Or is Ethan a gentleman? Or is Ethan that attractive? Maybe Allie wants to get a little sugar from Papa.
Oh, that's a thought. I would
2.5. 2.5's a long time, too.
Yeah. It's hard. I've never met Allie, so I just don't really know,
Right.
I'll go the under would be my guess, but I don't know.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
I know mine was.
Yeah, mine was, definitely. Now, like when you walk halfway down the aisle, that's a little different because you got to get that like little pose for pictures.
Yeah, this is right after the I do.
Okay. Yeah, I go the under.
Yeah.
Okay, I will do a personal one. The amount of times I asked the DJ to play Mr. Brightside before it is played. The line is set at 3.5.
That was exactly the line I was thinking, too. That's crazy. I love it. I love it. Vegas was very sharp on that one. Whoever made that line.
If the drinks are flowing and it's not being played yet, I get a little antsy and start talking to the DJ too much. And if it was played too early, like I got to do it. Like you got to get it in its heyday. You got to get that like at 11 p.m. So
that's true.
Yeah.
I don't. Some of these are tough. Give me. This is a tricky line, dude. Ethan drinks over under 5.5.
Oof, it's tough.
The champagne toast counts as a drink, but you also got to remember he's getting pulled for dances and stuff.
Yep.
He's not as free as like us.
I'm still gonna go the over. I think he's gonna start sneaking some weight.
Oh, he's gonna. You think
Yeah.
the backdoor cover?
Yeah, backdoor cover. Yeah, like last call, he's double fisting. Yeah.
I like that.
My last one, it seems like this is a 50-50. It happens at half the weddings. Will a glass be broken on the dance floor? The line's at
Ooh.
0.5.
Once again, great line.
Yeah.
I don't even
It's
know.
like half the weddings I go to, there's always seems like, yeah, someone breaks a glass on the dance floor half the weddings I go to. And it's a whole ordeal because girls have their shoes off and everything.
You're right. Yeah. Yeah. That's like the Ethan's coin flip bet. You can't take it at minus 110. It's just losing. You're losing money there. It's 50-50. Why I picked this one? Because the line was so odd. We were talking about San Fran favored by 2.5. Consummating the marriage at 0.25. Explain that line, Wyatt.
0.25.
That implies there's a 0.5. Right?
I don't want to get too graphic, but is it like a whole consummate, or is it just like you do it?
I mean, I think if you do it, it counts as 1. So why is it set at 0.25 and not 0.5? Like all the other yes or no's.
Yeah.
Maybe. We're just
Maybe
talking about some hand stuff?
Yeah. Over the pants, maybe? Yeah. Maybe a little fellatio in there. Yeah. I don't know.
Weird line.
I go the over, but I think you gotta. But yeah, that line's kind of throwing me off a little bit.
Yeah, I think you do too. That's the thing. It might be too obvious. All the public's on the over, bro. That's the problem.
Yeah. That's probably super juice as well. But
it is.
I'll probably lay it with the over.
Did you have any other ones you wanted to hit on real quick?
I have does Ethan black out? Pretty juice to the under. I have my amount of rum and cokes drank, which is at 7.5.
Cheers, brother. I love rum and coke.
Yeah, I do those early, and then once just to start feeling something, and then once the night goes on, I go back to the beer. I go opposite strategy.
To start feeling something.
Because like once you get on the dance floor, you want something in your hand, and they come in the rum and cokes come in glasses this small, and
yeah.
But at the beginning, like dinner is all rum and coke for me.
Damn, you've gone to a lot of weddings.
Way too much, dude. Way too much.
You're good at this. You're really good at this.
Yeah, I mean, with a football team, when you have 100 guys on the fucking team, and
oh shit, yeah,
you're friends with 20 of them, and yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Any other ones you got?
That's all I have.
I've got the 3 I have. Like these are Ethan could answer these, so they're not as fun. But bridal party over under 8.5. You think they have more than 4 each?
Yeah, I would go the over.
I would too.
Yeah.
I would too. These are going to be fun for us. Anybody else watching, they probably clicked off already, but these are going to be fun for us. Guest count 133.5.
I'd also go the over, but again, I just don't know their personal lives that well. They went to a big state school, so maybe.
I think they got a lot of friends.
Yeah, I go the over.
And also, if we're invited, does that mean are we part of the close friends or are we part of the riffraff?
I think we're the riffraff, the leftovers. Yeah,
we might be at the leftover table. That might be a possibility.
Yeah. Yep. I hope so.
We'll make some new acquaintances for sure. And then ceremony, 59.5 minutes. You think this is going to be? Also, I don't really know if they're Catholic or not.
The Catholic ones, I'd take the heavy over. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they're Catholic, so I'm gonna go under on that one. I could see it being like a 15-minute.
Really?
Yeah, in and out, get to the booze. Is what I'm feeling.
Man. Yeah, that 59.5 is so tricky, dude, because I can see them trying to push it. I can see it, but it's either Catholic. I lean almost an hour and a half at that point.
Yeah.
How long was yours? Did you have a long one? Was yours outdoor?
It was under a half hour, but between 20 and 30 minutes.
Okay. Maybe I need to move that line then.
Yeah. Well,
Vegas needs
again,
to
if it's Catholic, then it's for sure over.
Mine was Catholic.
Yeah. That's a long one. You have to get on your knees in that whole thing. You got to go do something to Mother Mary over there.
Bro, we didn't do the full Catholic mass because I myself am not Catholic. My wife is. So it was like just about an hour, and yes, I did have to do the whole knee thing, but thank God I'm not showing ass crack because I get to wear a coat. Also, your like announcer or officiant, do you know him? Was it a personal one?
Kind of. Not super close, but an acquaintance.
Okay. I am officiating my sister's wedding.
Okay. That'll be fun.
Just another thing I got to get done.
You got to go get ordained.
Father Ben over here, man. Passing out blessings. Oh, maybe that's what I can do. I can bless all of our bets before they go live.
Please.
Yeah. Anything else you wanted to hit on before we get out of here, man? This was a fun episode.
It was. We miss you, Ethan. Have fun in Times Square. Stay safe out there.
Yes,
excited
please
to have you
stay
back.
safe. Don't be like Batman on us or something. Get stabbed in the streets, shot in the streets. I said stabbed in the sheets, and I knew I had to correct that before you got me. I'm like, I can't be fucking up the Batman lore around Wyatt. All right, guys. Well, as always, please, we have articles that get released pretty much daily right now over on bettergreen.com. That's better, BETTOR green.com. Check that out. Become a premium member. And guys, we'll see you. Ethan and Wyatt will have their college football video out here on Friday. Me and Bobby will be back on Thursday with more MMA. We'll see you guys next week. Peace, guys.
Later, guys.